Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you Akim out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. This is going to be a quick lesson. This is just going into more wickedness that Esau imposed upon our people. You know, when he had us in heavy, hardcore slavery. Now, we still yet this day in our captivity, pursuant to Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, but it's not as harsh as it was back in the 17 and 1800s, man. From the 16, 17, and 1800s, that was the harshness of our punishment, which was slavery. And this devil got to pay, man. You know, I'm not going to go too deep in this because I don't want them to flag my channel, because that's what Esau does, because the truth hurts. So when Esau gets stung by the truth, what he does is he like to flag your page and take your page down, man, or give you a strike. So I'm not going to go too deep, but these are things that this devil got to pay for, man. You know, this is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12, and it reads, the prophecy against Edom. Edom being the so-called white man, which is this devil you see right here, stirring the cauldron, stirring the pot, and the Jake hands and feet is up in the air. He's being boiled to death with sugar, man. And that thing sticks to your body. So that's a hell of a way to go out, man. But you know what? That was that Jake's punishment. The Lord allowed that to happen to him because he had to be wicked as all fuck for that to happen. But this devil is furthering the affliction. So now the Lord is punishing us for going off on his law, statutes, and commandments, but this devil's furthering the affliction, man. He's being beyond a tyrant, man. This dude was going beyond the things that, using various torture, mechanisms to afflict pain on Jake. One of the torture techniques they should do was cut their ears off, castrate them, hang them and burn them. There's such acts of violence and atrocities, such as Derby's dose, the devil's punch bowl. These devils got to pay for it. These devils got a lot to pay for, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom have dwelt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, because, hey, we once had them in slavery. Hey, first and foremost, you go back in the history, King David, Esau was under King David's rule, man. And then during the time of the Dark Ages, man, that's what it's talking about, Esau taking vengeance, especially during the time when King David was ruling, you know. And then that 1,000-year period where Jake was ruling, during the time where Esau called the Dark Ages, Dark Age for Esau, but, Jake was ruling nonetheless. So it reads, it says, that's how it says, thus saith the Lord power, behold, because that Edom have taken slack. Let me slow down. I'm kind of excited, and I'm trying to rush through it, but I'm going to take my time. Slack it for that, Akim. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dwelt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and I mentioned how he took vengeance during the time when King David had Esau in subjection, had Esau under rule during the time of King David and Solomon, I think they rebelled against the house of Judah during the time of Rehoboam, the son of Solomon's son, when Rehoboam was on the throne. That's when Esau rebelled. And then they set up a duke and they had their own government from that day on. Then also during the time of the Dark Age, they took advantage because of that, And so it reads, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and there the Dan shall fall by the sword. So the Lord's going to make the empire, the kingdom of Esau, most desolate. How he's going to do that? Through concentrated fire, when Yahweh Shah cracked them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance with the holy angels. When Yahweh Shah and the holy angels crack them skies, they're going to bring death, destruction, and deliverance. Death and destruction to Esau, the 2/3 of you Negroes and Spanish Native Americans that have your head so far up Esau's ass, or your smelling his guts, and the rest of the nation that's dwelling in Babylon and throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever the missiles hit. That's why the earth is going to roll to and fro like a drunkard, because not only America is going to be hit, certain places, certain parts of Germany, certain parts of Russia, certain parts of China, certain parts of Great Britain and France, they're going to be hit too, because America's going to shoot missiles off back. But that assembly of great nations is going to shoot missiles off on America and destroy this bitch, man, utterly leaving it desolate, man. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel. It says, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. Now, how the Lord's going to do that? He said, by the hand of his people, Israel. You know? I'm going to read that again. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. The Lord's vengeance is going to be thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire, man, from them chariots, man, which is the day of the Lord, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20, and it reads, Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Hey, when we come back in New Jerusalem, it's going into when the 144,000 and the 1/3 is beamed up. The men that make it, I'll be right as I'm part of that elect. The elect men that make it is going to come down, which is New Jerusalem, to take control over the earth, man. And if thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. And the Lord is going to bring vengeance by the hand of his men. And they're going to have spiritual power. Started with the apostles on down, and that's how they're going to take control over the earth, man. Because you're going to have these different, you're going to have Esau and the rest of these nations, even 2/3 that's throughout the four corners of the earth that's going to buck up and try to buck up. We got to break them off something. We're going to have to go upside their head, man. Boots to asses. You know, we're going to go around the earth kicking ass. The bow shoes are shitty. You know? So it reads, it says, verse 23, I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. It says, Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh. Who's that destroying mountain? Babylon, you know, aka America. It says, Behold, I'm against thee, O Babylon. It's like, behold, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, which is Babylon, the destroying government, which is Babylon, which is America, saith the Lord, which destroys all the earth. How he's destroying all the earth? Through chemtrails, fluoride in the water, pollution throughout the water. You have a mountain of plastic in the oceans, man. The ecosystem is all messed up. Deforestation. Just to name a few, man. You got space junk floating around in outer space. All these things has been committed by these devils, man. It says, Behold, I am against thee. Jeremiah 51, verse 25. It says, Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroys all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and will roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain, a burnt government, through thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire from them chariots, man. That's the bottom line, man. In Isaiah the 34th chapter, it speaks about, and the Apostle Tahar always bringing this out, the Lord has a great sacrifice in the land of Bosphor, another name for America, another name for where Esau dwelt, man. He has a great sacrifice in Bosphor, which is a Greek name for a Greek word The Greek word for Edom is Idumea. So he has a sacrifice in Basra, man, in the land of Idumea. And that great sacrifice is all the people in the land of America. And the destruction that's coming, man. So don't get it twisted, man. You're going to pay for all these atrocities you committed, man. And the Lord going to do his service by the hand of his service, pursuant to Jeremiah 51, verse 20 on down, man, to 25. The Lord's going to use Israel, the elect, to do it with spiritual power. So look forward to getting some serious ass whooping put upon you, man. Look forward to a serious ass whooping being slapped upon you, man. So rejoice and be glad, pursuant to Lamentations 4 and 20, man. Rejoice and be glad, man. O daughter of Edom. Rejoice, have a good time, man. Now, because your time is almost up, man. All the joy and all the prosperity of you devils is almost up, man. So have a good time. Enjoy. Have a blast, man. Enjoy your kingdom while you have it. Shalom.